Pokemon viewers, and welcome back to the Pokemon Career Road. Guys, this is the final episode of Season 1. This is pretty much a wrap-up episode. You guys are going to see where we finish in the league, who are the top scorers, the assist men, and we're going to go ahead and do it, guys. We're going to see where Messi, Neymar, and Suarez currently are and see if we can hunt them down. And guys, if you missed the last episode, oh my god, go ahead and check it out. But guys, look at this. We pretty much have this wrapped up. Go ahead and smash that like button for us absolutely destroying League 2. But we had one final game in League 2, and you might be asking, why are you even playing this game? Well, because I want to see the trophy celebration. It's just that plain and simple. I felt like we have earned it, and win, lose, or draw in this match, we are going to get a sweet little trophy and a little sexy little reward for winning the league. But now, I prefer to go ahead and win, and yes, Nuzlocke Rules do apply! So that goal relieved a lot of pressure off of my little Chinese head. Why am I calling my head little? I actually have a big ass head, but here we go. Alnalolovich goes inside, beautiful finesse curler into top ends, upper echelons, and then Nabil Fakir getting a little bit cheeky. I was feeling mucho confidento right after. That's not even Spanish right there. After that, and I was trying to hit some chip shots. I'm trying to learn, guys. I'm trying to learn the chip life. Trying to bring it back for FIFA 16, but it's a little bit trickier this year. But what surprisingly is usually gone is the pace. Look at Gabriel going there. Mr. Martin Odegaard getting his first goal for the club. And yes, lads, that'll probably be the final goal of the season. I think it's just a little bit poetic that now with the final kick, well, not the final kick, but the final goal of this season would be scored by Mr. Bulbasaur, meaning that all three of our starters, our Pokemon starters, have scored for us, and the elite Squirtle Squad. And oh my goodness, Mr. 41 Martin Odegaard, well done, my Bulbasaur-san, well done. And there we go, lad, that will be game, set, match, and that'll be League 2 championships for us. Look at our boy, Mr. Squirtle, Donaldbria and Bolo going all hype. Oh my goodness, just hugs. The feels, guys. It has been a long journey in this Pokemon Career. I'd say editing this series, this first season, has been one of the most challenging things that I've ever done on YouTube. Just fitting it in with the work schedule and everything, and giving you a little look behind. I really enjoyed watching this little trophy celebration right here, because it was just more than just winning a video game. It was an accomplishment for me to actually go through and actually finish a season and be moving on to a second season. And these episodes, I love it so much, the grind, guys, but it is a grind at times, and it was just sweet to actually see that it's paid fruits. And I'd like to thank all of you guys for watching these episodes. Without you guys, I'm nothing, and I cannot say thank you to you guys enough. But we did it, boys. We did it, lads. This is it. We have won League 2, and we are marching on. We got 3 more leagues to go, guys, and it's going to be an amazing, incredible journey. Oh, boys. Alright, guys, so for the final match of this season, we get a 2-0 win up against Mines, which means we get 2 pulls out of the tall grass. Let's go ahead and pull these players out. Now, Mines is an okay talented German side. I mean, they got a couple of 80 potential plus players, but all in all, pretty average side, I must say. So we're going to get these 2 right here, get a little bit of in the hat hype, a little bit of that net luck, and we're going to pull out this first guy. Who are you? Let me see some of that green, and you are Brenston?
Pierre Bengtson, for a 73 rated overall player. He actually has pretty well balanced stats.
Alright, so Bankston, not all that great, but let's go ahead and get this other player out here. Maybe he could be a little bit better. Who are you going to be? Let me see. Oh, Muto!
Yoshinori Moto. Well-rounded striker, but not outstanding in anything in particular.
Alright, the Japanese international. Out of the 2, Muto has the higher potential, so I guess we're going to go ahead and add him to the shortlist and maybe transfer him in the next window, which is next episode. Speaking of voting, guys, in the next episode, it's a transfer window again, so you guys are going to be voting, and the top 6 guys that you guys vote for are going to go ahead and be joining us in the Pokemon Career Road. So go ahead, take a look in the description down below, and there will be a straw poll for you guys to start voting. You'll reveal your top 6 in episode 2 of season 2. You guys remember at the start of the season, I said that if we won the league, we would be going ahead and getting ourselves a brand new item, and that will be this right here. Boom! This is what we earned for winning the league. This is an Ultra Ball, ladies and gentlemen, and it acts very much like the Great Ball, but even more precise. What the Great Ball allowed us was basically, I get to choose the 11 that go into this tall grass over here. But what the Ultra Ball allows is that I get to choose 4 players that go into the tall grass from every team that I defeat. So theoretically, I could get 4 pulls and choose the 4 players that are going into that tall grass, so this is mighty powerful. Not quite as powerful as a Master Ball. The Master Ball just allows me, if I defeat a team, I get to capture one of their Pokemon, but for that, that's really OP, so we're only going to be able to get a Master Ball if we win in the Champions League or if we win in the top league of the British Premiership. But now that we have an Ultra Ball and we have 3 Great Balls, we are ready, set to go for Season 2. We're going to capture some amazing players. Oh my god. Now with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the teams that we'll be playing in Season 2. Alright guys, so this is how the Football League 2 table shaped out in Season 1. We sit atop King of the League with 108 points, while Real Madrid will be going ahead and jumping into League 1 with us, along with Bordeaux and I believe Ajax. Now we go ahead and jump up to League 1 right here. As you can see, it's an okay league. Unfortunately, Marseille, Trebizond, and Genoa will be bumping up, so we won't be getting those guys, but a lot of great guys over here. Olympiacos, Spartak Moscow, West Ham, Boca Juniors, who has Carlos Tevez, all really good players. 3 teams that are going down to League 2 are Eintracht Frankfurt, Real Betis, and Rayo Vallecano, which is a little bit of a shame. And the 3 teams that are dropping down from the championship are going to be Hoffenheim, Stoke City, sexy Stoke Alona, and Swansea City. So some nice teams being added. Guys, if you are curious, this is how the Prem shaped up. FC Bayern on top, winning the league by 1 point with 79, and then at 78 was a tie between PSG and Arsenal, rounded out by Manchester City and Juventus, then Chelsea, then United. Oof. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look how the league shaped out for top scorers. It was Berardi from Salsudo with 24 goals. A nice little season for him. He was just absolutely killing it. The highest Barcelona man was actually Gabriel, aka Gabigol, who came in at 6. Not all too bad. 18 goals, not a bad season indeed. Let's go ahead and look at the top assisters. Oh, we actually get a tie. Donald Brill, Squirtle, and Bolo tying with Harnik right here from Stuttgart for 12 assists. Not bad, not bad. And we see Nabil Fekir as well as Gravanio going ahead and making this list at the 11th and 14th position. And look at the clean sheets right here. Vanderlei getting the most clean sheets with 18, and Enyama, who came on halfway through the season, getting himself 12. Not bad, lads. And you guys asked me, go ahead and check out where is the 3 legendary dogs. Where's Suarez, where's Neymar, and where's Messi? So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. We're going to go ahead and look up Mr. Suarez. Hopefully I spelled his name correctly. And let's see, Luis Suarez, at the age of 29, he's getting pretty old, is at Manchester City. Oh my freaking goodness. Unfortunately, by the time we get out there, I don't even know if he's even going to be worth bringing in. Let's still go ahead and see where Neymar has gone now. We're going to go ahead and plug him in. Left winger Neymar is at Borussia Dortmund. Ooh. Oh, that would be such an awesome thing. He's in there with Aubameyang and Royce. Oh my god, that front 3 is absolutely ridiculous. And let's go ahead and take a look at this last one. Where is the arguably the best player in the world, Lionel Messi? And I'm gonna just take a guess. I'm guessing he's at Bayern, because that has to be the reason. He's a free agent. So Messi is still unsigned in this career mode, ladies and gentlemen, and we can actually approach to sign him, but I'm not. But I'm gonna add him to the short list just to keep track of where this guy signs. That is incredible that no one has signed Lionel Messi yet. I did not expect that. You know what? This is what I'm going to do. If no one ends up signing him, I'm actually going to go ahead and sign him up and sell him to one of the bigger clubs. Just whichever big one comes in first, I'm going to go ahead and sell it to them. And guys, I'd like to think about this first season as the first generation of Pokemon, which would make it the red, blue, and of course the yellow version of Pokemon. And now that we're moving on to the second season, it's going to go ahead and be gold and silver. And since we're moving on to a new generation, we're moving on to a new region, if you will. I think it's only fitting that in the first episode of Season 2, we choose a new Pokemon from 3 starters. Who are these going to be? Who is going to be Cyndaquil? Who is going to be Totodile? Who is going to be the next Chikorita? I'd like to hear from you guys. Who do you think should be our starter Pokemon? That is the question of the day. Go ahead and leave it in the comments down below. Which Pokemons do you think should be the starters for our next season. And a quick little reminder right there that all starter Pokemon have to be below the rating of 80, but have a potential higher than 80. That is pretty much the only parameters that you need to know. Alright guys, and we're going to round out this episode with a squad report that I'm going to do live, going through with you guys right here. Vincent and Yama at an 82, very, very nice and sexy. I'm going to go through this relatively quickly so we just don't drag on too long. And there, as you can see, Vladimir, he was just a holdover from the Santos roster, not all that great. Vanderlei, though, at age 32, growing up to a 78, and he's been very, very trusty in goal since the beginning. As you can see right here, we captured Velsenko, who's gone up by 2 points, and he's been, save for that early on mishaps, he's been very, very solid. David Simon, we go ahead and wonder trade for him. Hopefully we can get him up and maybe upgrade him to like a Bellerin or something. Daniel Guedes is probably going to be lost. Matthias Johansson, we brought in, and he's been able to do a job. As you can see, he's not the highest rated guy at 73, but he's got good physical stats and he can do a job, which is more than I can say for some of these players. Martin Montoya, now here you go guys, a lot of these guys are on loan, so they're going to revert back to our team. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to put them back out on loan, and then basically we have to use a great ball in order to recall them. So I want to be able to earn all these players that are out on loan. So he's going to go right back on loan. Kurzuma, a great capture early on. We were able, I believe, we brought him in with a wonder trade, and he's just looking almighty kinds of fine. Only went up by 1 this season, which is a little bit disappointing, but he is still very young, and he's able to do a job. Hector Moreno, another great guy that we're able to bring in. I think I'm probably going to try to wonder trade him for a guy who's has a little bit higher potential. I think he only has potential of 80, but he's been fine. Gustavo Enrique, grown up by 5. Well done. 3 points away, and we can go ahead and get ourselves a Marquinhos, so that is very exciting. James Okore, very nice, a nice little signing, and he's got crit potential of 84. Only gone up by 1, but I think we only captured him in the midway point, and he's been okay since then. Tatsui Okimasa, okay, so essentially there are a couple of these players that we got from the youth system. Essentially what I've done with that is I look at them as Pokemon eggs, or I look at them as basically like the Pokemon daycare center that, you know, essentially another way to go ahead and bring in players, but for the most part, I don't think we'll really be using these guys. We're just going to be kind of selling. De Ross is just a holdover from the Santos roster. He's been fine. Patrick Van Aanholt, gone up by 1, and he is really good. I actually like him a lot. He's nice and pacey. He's got great stamina. It's all that I can really ask for from a left back. Let's keep on going. Kaju, another holdover. He's actually gone up by 3, so he's not actually all that bad. Zeka, the same way, gone up by 2. Grimaldo, one of the guys that we first got, I believe, through wonder trading. He's only gone up by 2, and he's actually gone down in speed and balance, which is kind of weird. I thought he'd grow a little bit more. Maybe we'll train him up more in the next season. Camacho Nacho is doing pretty well. As you can see, he's already 81. He's pretty good. He hasn't really grown all that much, but we've only had him for half a season. Allison, he's another holdover. He's Daniel Marte, great wonder trade that we had early on the season. He's probably my favorite midfielder, or the midfielder of the season. Just look at those stats. Gone up by 5, ridiculous. He's got 90 strength, 82 speed, 96 stamina. Just absolute filth, man. The highest rated player that we were able to capture this year, the Salamence. Miralem Pjanic, look at him, already gone up by 1. We've had him for about half a season now, and he's done pretty well. D's done pretty well. As you can see, he's got dark greens in most of the technical stats, along with pretty good greens in the physical stats. What do you want me to say? He's a pretty amazing guy. Jordan Vertu, we were able to pick up in the midway. He hasn't grown all that much because he was out with an injury for about 3 months, which is kind of shitty, but well, we're going to need him. We're going to need him in the future. Dennis Ceballos gone up by 4. Of course, he has a potential of 87, and hopefully he can continue to grow in the next season. Let's go. Adrian Centurion, only gone up by 1, but maybe the sneakiest, most useful player that we got because of that stat right there. He's got 90 freaking stamina, and that has helped us out with the amount of fixtures that you got to play in these lower leagues. For my underrated award of the season, I have to give it to Adrian Centurion. Next up is the beautiful Butterfree, Alan Halilovic, gone up by 2 and got a massive potential of like 91, and he's just going to be absolutely good for us. Only 19, and he's got the world ahead of him. Lucas Lima, one of the guys from the Santos roster, has gone up by 2, and he has just been magical in that cam position. It's really hard to knock him off, and it takes the likes of people like Halilovic and freaking Pjanic to knock him out, but even then with those two in the roster, Lucas Lima is right up there with those two. Martin Odegaard, we picked up in the halfway point through wonder trading, hasn't really done anything, and maybe we might loan him out to get him some play time. Nori was actually pretty good because because of the depth and the stamina at times, he actually got a couple of games in this season, and he did well in the games that he did feature. He's gone up by 3. The main thing about him is we got to get that stamina up. I've been training him in stamina a whole bunch, and he still hasn't gone up by 1, which is a goddamn shame. Marquinhos has only gone up by 1, and honestly, he's taken kind of a backseat since we signed the likes of Denis Ceballos, you know, Alan Halilovic and freaking Pjanic. But early on, man, he was vital. He was vital. He scored some absolute crucial goals to get us the opportunity to capture some of these Pokemon. So, Marquinhos, man, thank you so much to be on this team. Gervonio, another guy, an unsung hero, because as you can see, he's gone mighty up. He's got a potential of 80, so we're 3 points away from getting ourselves maybe, you know, a Lucas, maybe someone even better, maybe a Hulk. Eventually, we will see, but he's done pretty well for himself. You can see he's got great physical stats as well as pretty good in the technical stats, so maybe we'll see. Maybe we won't move on. Maybe we will. Now we're getting up to our strikers, and Nabil Fekir has just been absolutely lovely. A deadly part of that front 3. I think he scored the least amount of goals, but he's everything that you really want, man. He can do it all. He's got the skills. He's got a killer strike on him, and he can pass, and he can play in the cam position if you really need him to be. I think as we bring in some more strikers, we might actually move Nabil Fekir a little bit back into those cam positions. And our leading scorer of the first season and my personal MVP of this season, Gabriel, aka Gabriel, and I did not see that coming, because as you can see, he only went up by +2, and his stamina wasn't all the best, and his finishing, while at an 80, he wasn't playing centrally. I didn't think he would be our main goal scorer, but it's, I guess, his attack positioning or something about it. He was just always in the right place at the right time. It's just, I don't know how many freaking games that he just poached a goal out of nowhere, and that's what we needed, and he definitely helped us, carried us at times to get a couple great balls to go ahead and win up against some very vital teams. So for me, Gabriel is our MVP of the season. And of course, a man that I lost a little faith in early on, but he has come through later on. He's won me over. Donald Briel Mbolo, aka our Squirtle, aka our starter Pokemon, is almost 1 point away from an 80, and his physicals haven't really gone, but he's already a beast in the physicals. His technicals are starting to get up there, almost an 80 in the dribbling. He's got 81 finishing, and he's just been absolutely phenomenal down the home stretch of this first season. And the Charmander of this group, we're going to go ahead and take a look at Anthony Martial, who unfortunately hasn't grown all that much in his first season, but we only picked him up at the midway, but you can see a little bit of growth here. Hopefully he can develop in these seasons to come. And the last guy that we're going to look at in the squad report is this man right here, Steven Bergwijn, whose name I'm horribly butchering, but what I want to talk about is, look at that, he's gone up by 4. We only got him at the halfway point, and he's just flying up. Hopefully we can turn him to a Memphis Depay really soon. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and conclude Season 1 of the Pokemon FIFA 16 Career Mode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this incredible journey. The ups, the downs, and the ridiculousness of the season. Guys, I cannot wait enough for Season 2 is going to be bigger, better, and more epic. The heartache of losing our first Pokemon, the epicness of gaining more legendary Pokemon, oh my god. Oh, get hyped for Season 2. And a little bit of a heads up, guys, next week the uploads are going to be a little bit sparse because I'm just going to be out of town. I'm going to be up in San Francisco visiting my parents and, you know, just getting into the holiday spirit for Christmas as well as my birthday. So yeah, I'm probably only going to be releasing about 3 videos next week, so hopefully you guys understand. And plus, I think it'll be good if I just go ahead and keep it a little bit easy for about a week, help recharge my batteries a little bit so that I can come back even harder and better than ever in Season 2. And guys, in the New Year's, on New Year's Day, you want to be looking for this. I have an incredible brand new series waiting for you guys. All I'm going to say is, I'm just going to say it. It's my favorite team. It's right over there. Manchester United. Yes, guys. Manchester United Career Mode is coming. And I have more really exciting details of you. I think it could possibly be the best Manchester United Career Mode on YouTube. That's saying a lot, but that is how hype. And that is the amount of ideas that I have for this series, guys. And who was that Pokemon? It was Inform Hulk. A lot of you guys got it, but these were the first 3. Jabba-chan, and CW FIFA FM is going for the record. If he gets into the showcase in the next episode, that will be the all-time record for consecutive Who Dat Pokemon. So well done on you and good luck. And lastly, but not leastly, it's Hey Joe, hey Joe, hey. You know, a couple other comments that, you know, made my day, or are from people that I really appreciate. So there you guys go. Enjoy the showcase. So yeah, guys, a lot of things to look forward to. A lot of hype coming your way on this channel. Bigger, better than ever. And oh my goodness, can I get a little bit of a rock smash for all of that goodness? And yeah. And once again, guys, I'd like to say thank you to every single one of you guys for this incredible journey. And it's just a pleasure to be on YouTube and do this really weird series and know that there are a bunch of weirdos like you out there that get a weirdo like me, and that's always going to be the motto of this channel. So, as I said, remember to stay yourself, stay humble, and be weird. Thank you guys for Season 1. See you in Season 2.
Who's that Pokemon?